Hello and welcome back to the Bookworm Reviews. Once again, so happy that you've come to join us today. So last week I mentioned that we are going to be diving into Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Hi and welcome to the Bookworm Reviews. This is our show where we go into depth about reviewing books that we hope our customers could definitely get into. We review books for everyone. We're here at the Bookworm. I'm Kailey Weisgerber, the host, and I work here with my mom, Weisgerber, the owner of the store. Come check us out off Wye Rd. This is the Sherwood Park Bookworm. We're an independent, locally owned bookstore off of Wye Rd, behind the Smileys and next to the Park Mazda. We've been open for 34 years and have recently moved into the Wye Rd location 5 years ago. It is run by Weisgerber. We have a large selection of books, all the way from mystery and suspense, self-help, we have romance, westerns, classics, poetry, and so much more. And we pride ourselves on a wonderful young adult section and children's. We have gift cards that you can purchase for great gifts and so much more at the Bookworm. We would love for you to come and check us out. She has really taken storm lately. Her books have been all over Instagram and TikTok. The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, Malibu Rising, and all of her other novels have been all over the place. I've been seeing her nonstop for the past couple of years, and honestly, deservingly so, because she's such an amazing author. She's living in Los Angeles currently and is a New York Times best-selling author. New website for the Sherwood Park Bookworm. There is so many books listed on there, some of which from the store we have. You can go on there and check them out. We do shipping directly to you, and you can buy them online from the store. There's also many genres listed on there individually. You have adult section, mystery, suspense, and so much more. You can check out directions on how to get here, as well as upcoming events and so much more on our new website. Please check it out, bookworm.ca. So Malibu Rising came out June 1st, 2021, so it's still a pretty new book, and it takes place in Malibu, California, 1983. It also won the Goodreads Choice Award for Historical Fiction in 2021 as well, so that's pretty cool. So the story follows the Riva family. There's 4 siblings in the Riva family, and the oldest, Nina, just broke up with her famous pro tennis player boyfriend. So she's kind of going through it right now, but they're getting ready to throw their summer party that they always hold, of course. And so as they're getting ready for this, they're kind of going through their internal conflicts during this time of preparation. So the book breaks down hour by hour leading up to the initial party. So that's one of the storylines, because the book is actually broken up into sort of 2 separate storylines. So the first one is sort of the party and the siblings getting ready to throw their party. They're obviously from Mick Riva, who is a famous singer. So all of them are celebrities in their own way. They're pro surfers, and then one of them is a famous photographer. They also have their younger sister as well, who tags along. And so because they're famous, lots of people are looking forward to this party that they're throwing, except for 2 of the siblings. Nina, of course, like I said, she's going through a breakup right now, so she's not really excited for the whole party thing. She just kind of wants to go off and do her own thing. And then one of the brothers, Hud, he is also not looking forward to the party too much as well. But Jay, of course, he's ready to go for his party as well. So that's one of the storylines. And then the second storyline sort of breaks down the character's history and where they kind of come from and their upbringing with a famous father and everything, and their own famous stories that they're currently traveling in right now. So it spans over the decades of where are their motives coming from, and why do they think the way they think, what are their actions and that kind of thing. So that's one of my favorite storylines, was definitely the second one. A weekly event we do here at the store is Thrifty Thursday. Every Thursday we add new titles that would typically be $12 and reduce them down to $3, and there's always more to choose from for Thursday, where it's talking about where they come from and their sort of history as well. So such a lovely book. I know I always mention it. I love when authors kind of add like creative elements to their stories, and so having two different storylines that we talk about in this book is something that I really enjoy as well. It's just really engaging when authors do that, so I love it so much. The other great thing that a lot of people like to talk about this book that they compliment a lot is the voice of the book. Because it's told in different perspectives in third person by some of the different siblings, we get to really dive into sort of how they think and their motives and everything, their internal conflicts, and the characters are really relatable as well. Their struggles with love, their struggles with belonging, where do they fit into society, and all those kinds of internal struggles that they go through. Sort of just, if some of us can really connect to them for sure, as well as like family obligations and sort of family over your personal wants and needs, or what do you choose between. So that's a really nice thing that the book adds for as well. The other great thing about this story and Taylor Jenkins Reid's books altogether is that they actually all intertwine and are all around the same universe. So obviously the Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo and Daisy Jones and the Six, and this one, Mike Riva, who's the famous singer and father of the children in this story, he pops up in a couple of her different stories as well, which is really nice if you choose to read this story and some of her other novels as well. They are connected, which it's so fun to read when that happens and you're like, oh, I know that character from the other book. So that's in this book as well, in her books that she does. So that's amazing that she does that. I love when authors kind of connect their books together. It has 4 stars on Goodreads and that award that I mentioned earlier. So such an amazing book as well. It's really engaging and it's a great summer read because it talks about Malibu and there's surfing and beach and all that. It's a great summer read to read this summer. So I would definitely check it out, and definitely check out some of Taylor's other books. She's an amazing author with some great voice to her stories and some very engaging and interesting sort of storylines that you can follow with her. So check that out this summer. And then tune in next week in light of the Divergent series being reposted on Netflix, which I binged very quickly in a day. We are going to be reviewing the Divergent trilogy. I'm really looking forward to it. I've been rereading these books this past week and oh, I love them so much. So make sure you tune in for that, and we'll see you then. Bye, guys. This is the Sherwood Park Bookworm. We're an independent, locally owned bookstore off of Wye Rd, behind the Smileys and next to the Park Mazda. We've been open for 34 years and have recently moved into the Wye Rd location 5 years ago. It is run by Weisgerber. We have a large selection of books, all the way from mystery and suspense, self-help, we have romance, westerns, classics, poetry, and so much more. And we pride ourselves on a wonderful young adult section and children's. We have gift cards that you can purchase for great gifts and so much more at the Bookworm. We would love for you to come and check us out.